What's up, my lovely viewers? We just reached 10,000 subscribers, so I figured I would sit down here with Thomas, my lovely business partner, and just talk to you guys a little bit in this little channel update. We've got some new updates planned, we've got some pretty cool things to announce, and I think generally just say thank you as well for 10,000 subscribers. I'm the main driving force behind the YouTube channel. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I used to start with gaming videos on Battlefield 4. I think I ended up at like 40 subscribers before I ended up giving up. So it's really nice to have so many people here, and I just also love to interact with all of you. So, I mean, keep it coming, I guess. And we've got some cool updates for you.
Yeah, thank you for the subs, and let's get into business, shall we?
Yeah.
First things first, we want to do a quarterly stream. We are currently calling it BiteMe Direct, name to be changed probably, where we want to go over what we have done as a company in the last 3 months, how we progressed, how is the current games going, and also have a little chat with you guys, like a little Q&A, so you can ask us questions, all of those in a live stream format. Like I said, it's probably going to be quarterly, like once every 3 months or so, but if you are interested in that, do stay in touch.
I don't think we've fully figured out the date yet, but we'll probably start our first one end of November, as I think my idea. And why are we doing that? I think that's a great segue into our next topic, and that is we're gonna start a Patreon. Yay! We're like, 10K subs. We're finally like, our ego has grown too big. Of course,
his ego.
Of course, they're gonna make a Patreon. The channel is gonna go downhill. We fell off. But no, in all seriousness, one of the things that I personally feel, and that a lot of you viewers when I interact with you find so valuable out this channel, is not just, the tutorials of how to make games, because you have plenty of people already. What makes us a bit unique is, we're very open about our development, like our sales numbers, things like that, and just how we run a studio in order that you can also learn more about it.
We do the trial by fire so we can explain to you how it should be done.
And because of that, I don't need to tell you that Forge Industry was not a commercial success, really. It made some money. I think we're at $5,000 of revenue, of Steam revenue right now. That's not enough to sustain us. We've got some AdSense now, also not enough. We haven't done any sponsored videos yet. So Patreon is probably, in all seriousness, one of the things that we are going to have to consider looking into if we want to keep making these videos for a longer, consistent time. What does that mean? These videos, you still get 2 uploads a week. Nothing changes there. What are you getting? We're having 3 tiers. You have like the game dev enthusiast, you have the slightly more expensive studio insider, and then we have also a more limited tier of like the actual like game indie pro. The concept is pretty simple. We have a very low tier that is mostly also, you get extra access to like builds of our games, and you just support us a bit as well. It's more if you want to support us a little bit, but not that fully interested in starting your own studio. Then we have the Studio Insider. What you get there is, I think it's about 10 euros or $10 a month. You basically, all of like our stats about how do we run our business, you get to see. So Thomas talked about the quarterly streams. We're gonna be doing like monthly state of business videos in there as well. Talk about what are like monetization strategies. Like for example, also earlier on, if we're like, oh, we're planning like long-term, like our next game already, you'll learn more about that as well. Just, actual business insights, really. Also some more Q&As if you have about like, okay, the legal parts, I can help you with that. That's a bit our idea there. And then the highest tier is basically that, but then you also get me directly helping you with like your studio. I'll sit down, have a call with you every month, and I'll look with you. What are the main things you're struggling in? What should your studio focus on right now to get the best result? I know we used to do the coach me at BiteMe Games email. You can still send me an email, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if I can still handle it, because a few weeks ago, I made a video where I like plugged it at the end, and I think about 40 people ended up sending me an email. I ended up having calls with 12 of them. That's 12 like hour-long calls. I really love doing it. I learn a lot from it, but it's not sustainable because I also have to make these videos. I also have to make, progress on our games. So I wanna, we have to, because of the scale we've gotten. Doesn't mean I don't wanna help you anymore, but I can't guarantee that if you send an email to like coach me anymore, that I am going to immediately give a response to it.
But if you do want basically our opinion about your game, there's a great segue once again. Basically, we made a video where Marnix roasted your games, basically, the ones you made, the viewers. And we're on an open call again to say, hey, if you have a game you want us to cover, send it in. We'll take a look at it. The email is?
There's no email. So that's the next segue, basically, is you join our Discord server and you just find me, Marnix. My Discord username is MarnixVans. Just add me there and send me your game there. one very big requirement, I do not take itch.io games. I know itch.io games are great. I want something that there is a Steam page up already, because the Steam page is a very important part as well.
He wants to roast your Steam page, basically.
Also, your Steam page has to be there, and you can have a build either through like Steam, or I don't care, or you can send me a dedicated like standalone build, but I'm not roasting like itch.io pages. I'm roasting Steam pages with like an additional like build for it.
Yeah, so it's not just the game he's going to give feedback on, but also how you basically show your game to the public.
Yeah, if you're interested, you can look out our previous video, how the style was then. I think we're only gonna do 3 or 4 games again, but keep sending them. I'm looking to get like a wide variety ideally, and you know, you get some free publicity in exchange, because if you have a decently solid Steam page, you'll probably get some viewers, some eyeballs on that page.
Yeah, and on top you also join a very fun Discord community where a lot of people active. They can also give you feedback, tell you how they handle things. So it's not just us sending to you, but we can also interact with all of us.
And we have previously covered the Discord before, but I actually want to give a shout out to Jamie, who is, you don't see him that much anymore. He's not that active in game development anymore, but he is still active in the studio. He has been working pretty hard on making something that I believe is really a game changer. That's something that you won't find often. A lot of people reach out to me and they're like, hey, I live in Brazil or I live in Saudi Arabia. I feel like there's no game developers here. And I know there are, because I've talked to like 4 people of Saudi Arabia at this point, and then I ended up putting them into contact. What we have made is in our Discord server, you can now select 2 countries, your primary and secondary country, and you will get access to 2 Discord like channels just for those countries. So you can actually see, for example, like if there's a Belgian one, you can see more easily are there meetups, or like talk more specifically about, hey, there's this new grant in my country. That's a bit our goal there. And also just to hang around with game developers maybe that are a bit more local. Of course, if you're in the US, it's probably gonna be a bit harder to meet up with a Texan and like someone from California. But a lot of countries also, you know, you can like figure it out a bit. So if you haven't joined our Discord yet, do it. Especially with the new channels feature for like countries, I think you can really find some really good game developers with similar interests, because you all like to watch this channel, who just want to learn more about game development.
And this is our way of giving back to the people that have supported us. So it's not just the videos, but also helping you through Discord and just connecting you with the people you need.
Yeah, it's just about, you know, the community really is still very important to us. And I can't personally reach out to everyone anymore, but I can give you the tools to reach out yourself. One last shout out as well. We're going to Unity Unite, which is in Amsterdam, the 15th and the 16th of November. So if you're gonna be there, I don't know, reach out to us. Like, we'll see if there's enough people, maybe we'll organize a mini meetup or something. We'll be going there. Like I said, we are sticking with Unity. John is gone, and we are gonna be there for now. Also, I know you guys are excited about our next game. Now Friday is when we're going to be releasing like our first devlog, where you finally get to learn all about it. If you really can't wait, go to our Patreon, because we already have like a whole bunch of backlog content that you can watch right now, or like read and things like that. And you'll be able to find out what our game is now.
We do basically daily content updates of what we did in our game.
That's all I really had to say. Just thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Let's go for even more, of course. Let's influence as many other indies as possible.
Don't use the word influence, please.
Show them that the indie dream is still alive, and yeah, just make the best out of it.
And together we will all succeed.
Yeah, we promise we'll do our best to make better games in Forge Industry. We'll give better content, and yeah, your feedback is always welcome. So
thank you for all the support, and see you next time.
I'm tearing up.
Okay, no. Goodbye.